Oh. The game could play some music, that'd be nice. Come on, man. Been live for 2 minutes already. One more to change. Three. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is Jack and we're going to be playing the Banner Saga tonight. Just setting up the last of Moobot's commands, getting ready to settle in and play this game. It'll be for the very first time for me. Right, chat is up, game is going, and if everything works, fingers crossed. Ready, steady. Hey, it works! Sweet. The 10-year-old webcam that I borrowed off a friend is still existing and it's working for us. Cool! So, the Banner Saga is a game that I've been keeping an eye on probably for the last year. I have not played it before. It's a blind run for me. I've played the first 30 minutes or 20 minutes to make sure everything works, but beyond that I have no idea. And I know that the game has serious choices to be made and all that kind of stuff. So, it should be quite a fun 3 hours. Crazy Josie, I am from New Zealand. It does say NZ. I'm streaming all the way from Middle Earth, and it is 7 PM in the evening here. It's a very, very warm evening. I'm actually very warm at the moment. Let me know if the audio levels are all okay, if everything's coming through fine. Ah, as Geordie said, I got a haircut just for this. I thought I should present myself nicely. So, first time doing a bit of a different setup with OBS, so bear with me, but I thought it'd be cool. When we have the cutscenes, I can push this button, and Waka goes full screen and dramatic, so this should be fun. So we're going to start a brand new game. Now, one thing I got to say is, I am going to destroy all of the names. I cannot pronounce any of them, so this should be fun. The story in Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You'll occasionally switch between characters. It's told from many different perspectives. Rightio. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving back destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now, as an era of growth and trade, life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. I think that'd be a bad thing if the sun stopped. Here we go. Here's this amazing music.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
As the Groves said, this game is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, it definitely shows the dedication the devs have put into it. Rightio. So let's get started. This is a combination of an amazing storytelling. It's got an amazing story to tell, but also an awesome turn-based combat to go with it. What I might actually do is, once we get out of this battle, I might turn subtitles on, because I think it might add in some extra dialogue for you to be able to read. Rightio, so you've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are looking for a tougher fight than they bargained for. Click and drag around the screen to see your surroundings and click the check mark. Rightio. So, down the bottom left we've got character portraits, and we've got two characters to play as, and as you can tell, these guys are massive. They're huge. And in the order of the portraits down the bottom is in the person's initiative. So the more initiative they have, then they can go first, essentially. They're quicker to the fight. But it always alternates between your side and their side. Since we've got two, you'll notice that our characters go a lot more often than their four. So, movement happens before an action, and our characters are so massive, they actually take a 2x2 square. What we can do, it's just what I said, what we can do is we can move them to another position, and it wants us to move to this position here. That actually uses a special currency called, I think it's willpower, yeah, but we'll go more into that later. So when you come to an enemy, you can click on them, and you'll notice here this guy has, I think the 6 is either his initiative or his willpower. I think it's his willpower, but he has 4 armor and 5 health. Now the way it works is you can either break his armor or break his strength. Sorry, strength or health. It's the same thing in this game, which is, I think it works really, really well. The numbers on these symbols show how much damage I would do. And the way it works, it's your attack minus his armor is how much damage you would do. And then there might be certain abilities which go on top of that. Thanks, Batakan, for tuning in for the start of it. Have a good rest. I'd be keen to hear where all you guys are watching from. If you're streaming all the way from Europe, or streaming, if you're watching all the way from Europe, or if you're watching from, I don't know, the States, maybe you're even from New Zealand, that'd be awesome. I'd be keen to hear what countries you guys are viewing from. So for example, my shield banger, he has 9 strength, this guy's got 4 armor, so I can do 5 damage to his strength. So, Yeah, strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll do 2 less damage. So as your health goes down, also your attack goes down. If your strength goes to 0, the character falls in battle. Iowa, United States, Canada, Italy, United States, Australia, ayo! And Poland, that's awesome. UK. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking the armor, that means you can do more damage in the future. So it's kind of like a trade-off. Do I want to... If it's going to like be quite a tough guy, you know, I want to knock down his armor first, so that means I can really wail on him later on. Sweden for a second, but soon I won't. I can understand that. UK, Michigan, or Grim Raffle US, and Philippines. Awesome, gotta have him. So this guy only has 5 strength. We can knock him out. So we can click on the fist, and then we can also click again to confirm. Right to the chest. So he's down, and now it's their turn to move. And every time we get a kill, we get 1 renown, which is used to improve and increase the stats of our characters. Now, guys, I'm probably actually going to step back. I've been leaning forward the whole time. My webcam doesn't have a zoom functionality, and I can't bring it forward, so it's just going to have to hang a bit further away. But I think it'll be fine for the moment. Maybe I can invest in a nicer cam. The cam was actually running at something like 240p, but it's all going alright. So, after taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you're outnumbered. I like that. Even if you're outnumbered, they always alternate. He's going to move up. He can do 1 damage against my strength, which is absolutely nothing. And I actually had an ability there where, as a retaliation, I knocked his armor down by 1. Grim, you're watching from a cell phone. Dedication. That's important. That's all we're caring about. So now it's Gunnulf's turn. I'm going to... As I said, I'm going to have no idea with these names, but we'll go with Gunnulf. It's now the Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of the enemies, but we can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is limited, and you can use it to boost maybe your movement, boost an attack, use a special attack, stuff like that. So this guy actually has 8 willpower. He's loaded. So by clicking the gold tiles, as I mouse over it, you'll see that there's 2 gold arrows, and that means that it's going to cost 2 willpower to go there. So when I click on it, you'll notice that there's those 2 little symbols above it. It's really descriptive and really clear, actually, what everything has been used, what every action requires or uses. So that's really nice. Cool. And red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Oh, cool. I actually didn't even realize that the first time. So let's move up. Vic, boy, it's 7 AM where you are, and it's 7 PM here. Well, you're directly on the other side, well, probably the other side of the world to me. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that allows them to do his, if I right click, it's called Tempest. So normal strength damage to 2 adjacent enemies, starting from target and going clockwise. So if I click on Tempest, I can click on this guy. I don't know why it highlights the other one, because it's going clockwise. I'll highlight this guy here. It's going to hit them both for normal strength, and it uses 1 willpower to do that. This guy's got massive strength. He's got 13. So it just annihilate those guys. Alright, they made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only 1 left, you enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row, which is pretty nice. My voice is actually already a bit dry. I must have talked too much today, so hopefully it will survive for the next 3 hours. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest his turn. Alright, he got a willpower back. But he's in some serious trouble now. Actually, I didn't say this earlier, but look at this artwork. I can move the screen around with the right mouse button, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Loads of dedication into the design of this game. Your Shieldbanger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can use to boost your damage. So if I click on him, I can do 8 damage normally, but I need to do 9. And the number of stars that are available is your exertion stat. And I can have up to 1, I can use 1 extra willpower per turn, so I can lock in the willpower. I can then do 9, let's lock it in. I can knock him out. There we go. Victory, the foes lying dead at your feet will regret their actions. +5 for now. Neat.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this?
We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Only the sun has stopped. Chapter 1. Rightio. So you're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Now, I'm just going to call this guy Eric, because I have no idea how you pronounce the I between the E and the R. Skin and bones. You're a Kiwi. That's awesome. Respect. I'm going to call him Eric, because I have no idea how else to pronounce that. Eric, stolid, a steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. If anyone actually knows how to pronounce it, then go ahead and try and tell me in chat. Uben, isn't it? I can say it is. I'm just here for the tithe, or what do you want? I genuinely play... I play nice. I like being the good character. I like being the healer in the back of the party, so... I could go, what do you want? Or, I'm just here for the money. But I'm going to say it is. That's just my style, my personality. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. And seems a bit chaotic around here. What do you have in mind? Or, I didn't exactly agree. And sometimes I feel like I'm playing both sides of the conversation, or I'm playing two characters, and it can get quite confusing what's happening. But I presume this is me. This is Eric. Eric has said this, and then I get to respond to him. Seems a bit chaotic around here. I think that's a good thing to say to him. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. What does he want exactly? Scarflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks, you know, just for a bit of ruffle up. If anybody's left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Hello, Cyboff. Good morning, it's on the next. That's awesome. Nightwolf, thanks for tuning in. A lot of you guys are probably heading off to bed now. I can understand that, but thank you for staying up for all the other streamers. I'm sure they've enjoyed your company. So now we can move between locations in a larger location. At the moment, we can only go to one. It's kind of like a tutorial at the start of the game, but it will disappear fairly quickly, and I'm really keen to just get stuck into it. So we can go down to the market. So here we go. Eric says, let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Coloured canvases flap on a briny current. On a briny, like... Is that briny or briny? Like, is it briny? Is it like there's actually brine in the... I don't understand what that means. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Lad, I'm not in the mood today. For what? He already looks shifty to me. I don't know. I think it's the stance with the arms. Talking to an idiot. The Scarfling's chieftain bled out an hour ago, had... So you better tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled into. Nobody's going to try and kill you this time. Man, he's pretty much to the point. Had says I don't talk... I should put an accent on him. I don't talk to. They don't talk to me. I don't know what accent that is. I think it's like Outback Australian, but what is wrong with it? Right. What I want to say. Need some help here. I don't have patience for this, or say nothing. I feel like say nothing is as intimidating, depending on my stance, or something else. But... my character, as you can tell, like the massive horns, I've got a quill in my hand, and that will be described in a moment. So I'm going to say, need some help here. Eric, I had to change a heart. I hope you give us a hard time. Hard sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If anyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? That accent is really bad. Just a little food money, yeah. I can intimidate him, I can pay him, or do nothing. Ooh. I'm gonna pay him. I'll be nice. It's only a silver on the table. Both men look at me in surprise and Hard gestures meekly to a variety of junk from the store. I probably don't actually want any of it. Take whatever you like. Only think I'd like is the name of the place. Nobleman, Upper East Wall. That was about a month ago. Last I know. Game Master, with these multi-choice games, they should let the player type in their own responses. That would be cool. And yeah, it'd be really hard in terms of a programmer to dictate what the meaning or the intention by a sentence was, but it'd be cool if you could just like type in a random sentence and just some random outcome happened. And Duplo Duplex. I'm absolutely in love with the character drawing. Haven't played it yet. Well, join us. This is the first time I'm playing. I've played this up to the start of Chapter 2, which actually isn't that far away, and I'm really looking forward just to exploring this game. Ad skulked away with a wave of Eric's hand, and I nearly did the accent there from the narration. Gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Gun off. This guy looks boss. Look at that sword. Like, this guy's like twice the height of a human, and his sword's the height of him. So, it's kind of ridiculous. Are we done here? He's to the point. Gun off. Weren't you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No. Just bought them while you're walking around. Why? I can say you look like a frog. No reason. Or they look good. Oh, I'll be nice. I wonder what they look good. I'm glad you care. Well, alright. Gun off goes to look at more stalls. Alright, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had. It used to be a scuffling. If they're licking their wounds, you've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall. Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who'd love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have some approach? What is this place again? After this, I'm done here. Wait, I say, what about an approach? What a luxury. Come on. You've mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. I definitely think there's bitterness in that. Yeah, coding up all those answers. I teach, my day job is a teacher for the university. I do a lot of education based in computer science. So programming, algorithms, decision, all that kind of stuff. It would be a nightmare to program. But as a gamer, it would be neat, wouldn't it? Alright, so we can go to the meat house. You arrive in front of what must be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears, a weather-beaten man introduced as Velgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Once it's over with, I'll be walking through the front door. I'd rather sit this one out. Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Velgard. Okay, here we go. That guy's got a mean mustache and beard. Velgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again, without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scufflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Alright, let's fight. Alright, so it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 verse 4. And we're going to deployment phase, so we can choose how we want to lay out our guys. Actually, I just noticed, my character, he's just chilling at the back. Do you see him back here? He's just like, I'm just the observer. These big guys, they're good at blocking people. I feel like they want to come around the edges, actually. Oh, this guy's got a hatchet, and he's got an axe. That's awesome. Alright, let's go with this. Battle. Those icons that appeared, I'm pretty sure it is, if I right-click on them, the Shield War ability. That's what a lot of the characters have. It adds one armor to him and someone else if they're both adjacent to each other. I'm pretty sure I can look at other characters' abilities by right-clicking on it. Yeah, I can. Neat. So they've all got that same ability as well. Alright, I can actually push this button up here, which shows everybody's stats, which is quite useful. It is a bit less artistic, it's a bit more of a game, but I think it's useful. I'm keen to hear your thoughts. Do you want me to keep it on, or do you like it when it's more artistic in style, if you want to put it that way? The reason I like it is that the character stats actually really varied. Like, there's a 10-6, there's an 8-6, there's a 5-8, there's a 6-6. It's actually a lot of variance within the character. So, I can't get far enough to meet anyone. I kind of don't want to... I don't really actually want to move up, because if I move up, I might be within range of someone. So I might just stay here and rest. Stonewall blocks 3 damage per hit for 1 round. Well, that's going to use a willpower, and I don't want that. I'm just going to rest. I don't think I move very far at all. I wouldn't be able to attack anyone. I kind of just want to wait for them to make the first move. But that guy can't move. He would move up to here. So let's just move 1 step forward. Keep it up allows us to see what's going on more easily. I can understand that, so I was like, alright. I just want to get into the action. Let's start moving up. We'll be out of range, but these guys can take some hits. The one thing I don't know about this game, because I haven't played it enough, is if health, willpower, and armor carry across between battles. Because that would have major implications. Let's come up to here. I just want to attack the 1. Oh, but we could have done Tempest. Actually, that was probably dumb of me. I should have used the extra willpower. Oh, I would have been like 3 willpower to get into position though. But I could have gone in and done a massive attack with the cleave. So let's go for an attack. I can do 7 damage straight up. Because this guy is just awesome. His strength is so massive. So let's just knock him out. Oh my goodness, that would chop you in 2. Uppercut to me. Knock out 1 armor. This guy, the characters have started with 2 extra willpower than their limit, and that's because we've got good morale. That'll be explained later on, but what we'll do... So I'm going to move up the side and just give the armor bonus. Actually, let's do Stonewall. Because these guys are probably all going to move into attack. He needs a willpower, but he's got a lot of extra armor. Oh, he didn't move up close enough. That's a shame. Alright, let's move up to... Let's actually move up in front, because this might allow us to be attacked from all sides. So let's move to here. Rally. What does Rally do? Give 2 willpower to an ally in range. That's not very useful at the moment. They don't. They do if reinforcements arrive at the end of the previous battle. Oh. Yeah, the renown system, I'll need you guys to help me out. Understanding it. Spending it into upgrades and whatnot, but it'll be a while till we get to that part. So, I can either do it for 3, or I can knock only 1 armor. I'm going to just go for 3, just for 3 normal. This guy here should be able to wipe them out at the end of the next turn. Alright, shoulder banger. I don't think that's actual, no, that's describing his character. He's blocked me from moving through into here. I can't do my special ability. That's right, we can attack. And we can do 5. Let's do the 5. God, he's a tank, this guy. Oh, he ran through me. 2 armor and 3 health. That's quite a lot. Memories no bet. Alright, guys. Nice to see me stream, but I need to go to sleep. You know, if I fell asleep on the keyboard, I can definitely understand the need for sleep now. Enjoy a good rest. I'll attack this guy here. He's stronger. Oh, but I don't have any exertion. I can't use my willpower. That's frustrating. He's going to be left with 1 health. I think it'd be better to move up and, yeah, knock a guy out. Even though he's only got 4. Guys, halfway through the stream, we will be doing a raffle giveaway, much like Memories did as well for a $5.99 code. But that'll be about halfway through. We're only half an hour in. I need to pick up my pace. We gotta get to some... We gotta get through this game. Let's knock out this guy here. Oh, don't end turn. That was close. Actually, you can do 6 damage. I should have pointed this out and probably knocked out that guy. It's gonna take this guy a while to walk around. He could possibly fit between us, actually. Look at it. Your turn here. Gunnard, or Gunnulf, Gunnard, is getting wailed on quite a bit. You do 3 to him, 2. I know Gunnoff, if he does a spin attack, he should be able to wipe these guys out, but I'll weaken them for him. I don't know how much Gunnoff will be able to do. Right, definitely move into here. Only 3. We need to start using some willpower, I think. Or if who was giving me the advice before? I can't remember that. Is willpower really that valuable? Okay, now it's time for Tempest. It's only 2 adjacent enemies, though, which is a shame. But it's actually not going to be that much. I think I need to do it against this guy. It's 9. It might not do that much damage at all. Yeah. He's been weakened down to half strength. Sidebar, I'm so glad Banner Saga has been streamed in a time slot when I'm at work already, but without the boss. I actually can't tell who's carrying. Oh, it's this guy's turn. Right, move up. Wipe him out. We're knocking them down. Let's turn those off for a moment so I can see. Oh, 4. Jeebus, Gunnoff's going to get knocked out. Man, the first time I played this battle, I was doing much better. I don't want Gunnoff to get knocked out. I'm going to use everything I've got. He's going to get knocked out. Like, his attack is now nothing because it's just 1. So you might as well use your Tempest and just try and do some damage, but it's going to be like nothing. Oh wow, it chain reacted. That was awesome. Alright. Now move up. Actually, let's move in behind so this guy can always move around a bit more. That's a move. Attack. Yeah, that's alright. I was thinking we should have probably moved up further to knock out the next guy, but he had a lot of armor. But because of the turn order, the way the turn order is working, it's really helping our guys out. The way, like, where the guys that are going to knock out Gunnoff, it's not actually their turn yet. So, like, whose turn is it next? This guy. So we probably should knock him out. But, what I was going to say is I couldn't move my guy around, so I can move him around to here. But he's giving Gunnoff an armor buff, I'm pretty sure, because he's adjacent to him, so we won't do that. Let's use some of the extra willpower. Bring his strength way down. Oh, Gunnoff deflected! Like a boss. Like a tank. That's what he is. Look at the size of the thing. This guy's got loads of armor, so let's whale that down. Oh, goodness me, that was a seriously loud attack. He's still alive. Alright, another Tempest. Yeah, on these 2 3s. Even if it's 1, look at that. I wonder if it's deflecting because it's actually just the kind of the tutorial for the game. You can move to here and knock this guy out. He's the stronger one. Radio. Oh, no. He's down. As we wrap this battle up, what I'll say to you guys is, if you haven't moved before, my name's Jack Attack. I've done some streams for GAG before. Wow, he's about to get absolutely owned. But what I also have is a YouTube channel. So there's a link actually right above my... right there. Right above the webcam. And I cover lots of indie games. And I'll be starting a new series the next couple of days on City Skylines. I'm really looking forward to that. Right, I got some rewards. Got some renown. Wow, I got 11. I presume that's because we knocked out that many guys. It's deflecting because you can't get through your armor with the strength that low. That's what I thought, yeah. So we just got really lucky. I want to know what the penalties for getting knocked out are, though. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows into the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. Thanks, Sangili, for the host command there. One better I know well, Uben says. Vognia. Next, Vaval Kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guest. See what I deal with all day long. And the next stream, which is about 2.5 hours away, will be Arda with Banished. And Banished is amazing. I did a whole series of that on my YouTube channel with my wife, and it was really, really cool. We didn't survive very long, but we survived quite a few winters, but we got to a point where our population couldn't survive and everything just collapsed. So Banished is, again, another amazing title. Ruben, these things make a little more sense. I hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guest arrived. Not me, the governor wanted that. Now I have to make sure there's no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask for one more favour? No, I've done already, or I'll say what is it. If you happen to store my guest down the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Must be a lot of blood and guts. Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Sloth on fire. Penalties for being knocked out depend on your difficulty level. You can carry a certain amount of wounds over after the fight. They heal for 1 HP per day. Alright. Okay, I wonder if... Oh, look, here's the difficulty. We're playing on normal, by the way, so I think that's pretty standard. Do we have... Wait, closed captions are already on. Alright, we'll just roll with it then. What I love is that the artwork is now changed. Like, we've got these beautiful ships rolling into the bay. Like, you can see it there. Gorgeous artwork. It's the reason why I've got this full screen mode up at the moment. Every now and then I can switch to it and be like, hey guys, this is just gorgeous. And the music as well. I was kind of hoping at the start of the game that the music would have kept playing as we were waiting for the stream to just, like, for the ads to roll over and whatnot. But the music just had one big fanfare, then stopped, and there was just a crackling of fire. So I was like, alright, we'll just go with that. Vognir. Familiar Val steps into the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls at Golfhelm, abundant in purpose. Godsupin, you're looking ancient. This, again, I'm pretty sure these are the Val, if I remember right. These are the two races, the humans and the Val. These are the massive guy with the horns coming out. Don't they look awesome? They look amazing. Comes with being old, and if there is Vognir, then there must be Haken. Haken? Haken. We'll go with Haken. That sounds meatier. Must there still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yokes. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Oh gosh. Jondro demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Gothrim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Vognir says, just returned from Albarang, in fact. This is the point where I was playing it a couple of nights ago. And I was just like, I can't do these names anymore. they're so different to what I'm used to. Sangilo, I want this as my computer background. The images you store at the start, actually I can just push a button. I'll push those ones. There's three, these are the 3 wallpapers that when you get the game on GOG, just ignore the stream's about to begin thing in the bottom right. These are the 3 wallpapers you get when you get the game as like the bonus. They're gorgeous. The artwork is absolutely amazing. But let's not stall for too long. We need to be playing this game. Gotta make some progress. And we should meet those characters soon. Right, just returned from Arbarang, in fact. And glad for it. Hankin motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolfhead emblazoned on red. The king of men will summon on his behalf. Arkin says, the king's whelp. The king's son, Luden. Don't you know Scrivener? He visits his capital. He visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time, Hacken says. Yes, Hacken it is. I've almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around. Then you're going to Gothrim. I have a distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. Sounds like, road trip. But we should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but hey, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. I like how I can actually pick the characters and the emotions from just the writing. Like, it's just text. There's no voices, and I feel like I can still... Hacken is just like... that's his tone. Valjutus? Valtotus? Oh goodness, I can't even pronounce these names anymore. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. I think we're about 2/3 of the way through the 96-hour marathon stream. I don't want it to end. It's been so much fun. Wagner says, where is... Oh gosh, Mugor? Harkin, haven't found a place to put up in the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others a stranger to you. At this point, GOG Twitch stream is like a morning radio to me. That is awesome. Each morning I've just turned it on, and it's the evening for the evening streams of the Europeans. And yeah, it's awesome just joining to the chat and seeing how things are going on. Yeah, it's kind of like the morning radio now. And I'll miss it once it's gone next week. But then again, I often stream at this time slot. So I'm streaming 7 to 10 in my time. And so it won't be every day. Goodness me, not like the marathon at the moment. But hopefully maybe every fortnight or something, I'll be doing a stream. And so you could have like a fortnightly morning radio. Guess I'm off to find Mognir. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young Prince of Men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grothium should be more interesting than most years, you think. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Oh, so very highly. Particle 82. Good morning. Barbarian, I want this stream to be 24/7 all the time. If you pay for my day job, like, sure, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. But this marathon stream has been pretty cool. Right. So, we can go chat to some characters. I think we should go meet this lovely prince everyone's been talking about. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over, stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Did I say woman? I'm pretty sure I said woman. Anyway. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grothium with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. I wish the woman was actually in this artwork. Because it keeps mentioning her. You don't see her. Why? Thanks for the hospitality. I work for the king, carrying tithe to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? Just introduce myself. I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. Thought we might talk about your visit. A Val historian. Aha! Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. Formality mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Val's capital in Grothium to cement the grand alliance for the next age of men and Val. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. He's delightful company. Way to go. Let's have a chapter. Good old Hakon. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a mead house, surrounded by other Val. Strand is no stranger to Val, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Vognir is the one who agreed to pass up the drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds. Oh, I just clicked the text. My trigger finger's going. Something about tax. You missed the battle. Blah, blah, blah. No surprise. Watch this time. When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans, I guess if I only lived as long as a Yock's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. How on earth how long is a Yock's fart? I don't think that has been very long. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon, let's slip a low chuckle. Any Val could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swipe through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. What I'm interested to know for this game, if it's like an original story, or if it's something which it's based off books, kind of like, I guess, the Witcher series, like it's based off other materials. But is this brand new? Because I know they're making a second one, and I've been avoiding everything about this one because I don't want to spoil it. And kind of continuing the story. But What was the second war? Was it human versus Val? Was it some other enemy? Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grotham. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then slip back into the cool air outside. For those of you who just joined us, this is the Banner Saga, and we're having a swell old time. I hope you've been enjoying the stream. Let me know if there's any questions you guys have. Just put at JackAttackNZ, so just tag me so it pops up in my chat and I can see it and I'll answer them for you. It can be about the game. It could just be about me even. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. That would be really weird. A sun that just never moves. Southern Fire, it's completely original. That's what I thought as well. The governor's chest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised. To your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Yeah, it seems to be Norse influenced, but still original. Yeah, definitely really cool themes. 20 renown. Your guards take treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already there. A while later, Ludin as the men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mognar stepped forward. Vognir's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, in charge of unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him in passing. He asked if you're ready to part. We're ready. You follow Mognir and join the others. Usually the small doors into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told they'll push them entirely open. So usually you'd have those like big embattlement gates and there'd be like a little door in it. I'm trying to draw it for the webcam. And they would open that for just people to wander through. But they've had to push them open. They mutter things under the breath that they are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Because there's so much Val, they have to open them all the way open. There's nearly 217 Terraria copies left. That's a lot of Terraria, but then it's a really good game. I feel like it's one of those games that nearly everybody has, and if you don't have it, I don't know why you haven't bought it already. Radio. So our caravan moves. Let's go for dramatic camera. Borbolana, have it on Steam and I've bought another copy on GOG. Very good. So at the top there we've got a couple of stats. We've got number of days. We've got days of supply, so that would tick down. Great renown. We've got great morale. We've got a number of fighters and Val. Man, that's a lot of Val. The caravan stops for the day. A gift from Mognar, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Ha ha ha. Right, do we drink a little, drink a lot, or toast? Guys, I'll pass it over to you. Do we 1, want to drink a little, 2, drink a lot, or 3, toast to Vognir? I'd be keen to hear from you guys which one we should be doing. Varjotis, for some reason the art style reminds me of Japanese vibes. Interesting. I actually think with some of the mountains, the mountain designs definitely remind me of Japanese art styles. But then again, very Norse. Very, very Norse themed. Gazuvas is 1, Vokaka, oh gosh, Vorokar, Potaman, Sloth on Fire, also 3. Heavy drinkers all the way. I have a feeling that the Val are because they're massive characters. Let's go with 3. Oh, you guys are suggesting 3 for toasting. That's nice of you. I was thinking you guys were suggesting drink a lot for 3. I just thought 1 to 3 was amount of drink. But no, toast. That's very honourable of you guys. You raise your drink. Hold on. I've only got water, but it is like a pint glass. It's just water. So there we go. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Val. Others join in. Weird's expression is like a stone wall. The others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside. The character's face looks so worn, so tired. Chat with him, drink merrily, or go easy on the drink. We'll chat with him, since we toast. We need to make him feel better. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Alright. That was a good chat. Oh no, here we go. Here's an actual chat. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Morgar, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I have given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Luden? That's an interesting question. Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberrang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Dredge is the enemy. The creature we'll find out soon. Starting to sound like Hagen. You don't like the life of a diplomat. I don't think this guy does. Ah. That was really badly said. Aha! Don't you miss the fight, Ruben? You down your meat instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. I'm definitely more of a pacifist. I'm a historian. I like the peace life. But there is something within our characters which just love war. There's no joy in killing Dredge. But pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm next in line? These lines are muddy, old Val. I've always been kind of muggy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. Rightio. So, we've got our campsite. Here we go. So, you rise groggily, and whoever knows about renown, I want advice right now about what I can spend renown on, because that'd be great. A campsite, the campsite, a casualty of merriment. That's an awesome word, merriment. Mogora is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Luden stalking your direction. He steps on his sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vognir. You're needed. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Am I doing his accent well? It should be like, how long to Grofheim? I work with students a lot, and if I just picture them on a Monday morning, that's his voice right now. Now that is a camp. You are right. That is a decent camp. You can spend it on items, supplies, and character upgrades. Yes, Lost on Fire, which is more important? That's what I'm interested about. Especially in character upgrades, which ones are the important ones? Keen to hear. Ah, we're only 2 days out of Strange, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. Now, when I saw for the first time, this is why I've got it on full screen. I was just blown away by this. World map, click and drag the map around. A portrait icon shows the caravan where it is in the world, and you can click on different locations to learn about it. So I can be like, oh, this is Strand. As close as anything comes to the bastion of racial tolerance, both men and Val compete to scratch out a living in the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Dengar still watches over it, granting good fortune. Now I love that pretty much everything here you can find stuff out of. Like, okay, what's something here? Seahorn. Roughly halfway between Aberrang and Strand, Seahorn stands not only just as one dredged warning towers, but soon doubled as a lighthouse when heavy trade between the two cities found many longships washing alongside hidden stones and rocky bluffs. I love that history's been developed. What I love more is the size of this map. It's huge. Like, it's not just this. Like, you can move it around and it's decent. Man, it looks cool. Wow, I can look at all these little things. Oh, that's awesome. So, we are in Vertifel. Strange where we're going. They want to go to Aberrang. That's the men's capital, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's the men's capital. So, our capital, up here, Grofheim, up there. The last home of the Val, the seat of power. Okay, cool. Very neat. We head north and then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drunk last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skies instead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It's covered in ice all year, and it'll tear up the longships. Too bad though. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I just realised my mind was so focused on reading chat. Too bad though, we could have shown you all the wonders I've skied Mustard. Self on Fire. Difficult to say what character traits are most important. It depends on your playstyle and how you plan on using your character. So look how detailed the map is. All the information. Yeah, what it reminds me of is a Middle-earth map, Lord of the Rings. And I guess as a Kiwi, I see a lot more of it. But the world of Middle-earth is amazing to me. And I love the detail and the creation put into it. And that's what it reminded me of. I was like, oh, a massive land with history and character. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Witten exhales through his nose. A poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off too. Jeebus. Must be bad. Ludden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vertifell, if we're lucky. Right. So, our camp. Oh, goodness me, my voice. Is where you can manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by clicking the camp button on the travel. So at any time, we can go here to camp. Sweet. While at camp, you can upgrade your allies or equip them in the hero's tent. You can pass time with the rest. Resting will improve caravan's morale. High morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each person there will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. When the training tent will allow you to safely try out characters in a mock battle, quick leave when you're ready to go. Alright, so we can rest, go to the hero's tent. We need to do this. We're nearly up to the point where I haven't played before. After this is where it goes to the next chapter, and that's brand new for me. Seems like I'm dropping a few frames now. It was because I'm trying to open a screen on my laptop here to see the viewer count, which I can't see, sadly. But I've dropped a few frames. If there's any problems with the video, guys, just let me know. I'll try and sort it out for you. Injuries. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but they have a penalty max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes. Alright. So, Gunoff is injured for 1 day. -1 strength in battle. Rest in camp to heal. Well, we could rest 1 day. We've got 36 renown. This is the turn order. Oh, we can dictate what it is. Well, I like Gunoff at the start because he's awesome. So he can be upgraded. You're 36 renown. By upgrading him, it costs 5 renown. We can then build higher Pardon me, goodness. Whew. A bit of a cough tickle there. Sorry about that, guys. Got a little bit of a tickle in the back of my throat. Right, if I go back, I can... What is that? That just moves the promote screen. How do I get out of promoting? Can I push a scupper? No? Alright, well, let's just promote it then. Do we want to promote him for 5 renown? Now can we cancel? Oh, there we go, okay. So click on the ability button to learn about the character's ability. There's no game music at the moment, but it's really quiet. Warhawk uses his massive weight to sweep his weapon around, hitting multiple adjacent targets, friend or foe, for normal strength damage. And so rank 2 and 3, I think, is hit when he gets to certain levels. Promoting character is usually worth it if you have the renown. Okay, so there's loads of different things here. Let's bring up the screen. There's a lot of information here. Let's make it bigger so you can see it. Renown is gained from defeating enemies. Ability is unique power that the class wields. Armor blocks damage. Your strength minus their armor is damage. Strength is both damage and health. If it's 0, you go unconscious. Willpower is spent to move further, hit harder, and perform your ability, but does not replenish. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use on any given action. Break is the amount of direct damage you can naturally do to an enemy's armor. Alright. And you have a certain amount of kills before you can go up a rank. I need to push that button there. Right. Let's promote 5 renown. So, the willpower is down to 3. So, we'd actually have to spend renown to upgrade the willpower. Is that right, Sloth on Fire? We actually have to level up, like, this willpower will carry across, and that will be it. So, if I want to put his health up, or it's actually be his armor. What I want to put up, though, is exertion. I want to be able to use that willpower on other things. I'm really interested to know what stats are the important ones, because Or it's going to carry across. What's really important. I'm thinking exertion and armor. Let me know in the chat. No. Alright, Saltify says no. No? Yeah. Okay. Because we're like 40 seconds, well, 30 seconds, 20 seconds behind Twitch chat. I have no idea what you just said no and yes to. Polo Brumba, can I send a private message here? Who to? If you want to send it to me, you can do it through the messaging and Twitch, but I probably won't see it till after the stream. I think if you click on a person's name, then you can click on the private message. It depends on the character. I still have no idea what you're saying, Salt and Fire. I feel like exertion is the way to go with armor. Just for this guy, because he needs to survive. He needs to be able to do... that's a good plan. Sorry for chat lag. No problem. You're the one who's helping me out, so it's awesome. I think those one. I want this guy to survive for a while. So let's go for that. We'll learn as we go along. Other characters. No one can level up. Oh, okay. So actually, we've got loads of renown. Sweet. Let's move on. That's not the one to push. It's this one here. Actually, what we should do is we should save. It automatically saves? Never mind. Guys, I think it's time to move on. Let's... Oh, no. I want to rest. I want to rest one day. Cool. The reason I wanted the rest was now... Godolph's back in action. Hey, awesome. I keep pushing the escape to go back. It's not right. Alright. Let's leave. Oh, I should bring up the other screen. There we go. I realised I had it on the big screen still.
Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Rightio, while we have these dialogues, I'll have the game full screen so you can really immerse yourself in it. Peasant. Ah, very iconic name. By Harborg. That's a lot of vowel for some missing cattle. One goes, what? A couple of days back, some word just ran about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until he sinks in that you actually aren't here on his behalf of the cattle. Where have your cattle gone? Volkner says. Well, no, my boy's seen men up in the hills carry them away. Don't know how many men can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scarflings out there, maybe? Could they have Val working for them? Solidify says, this usually a good idea to maintain some sort of balance in stats. Not too much willpower, then exertion, etc. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. The one exception is that once you get your Val's armor up to a decent level, boosting their strength is great because they can get powerful enough to do significant damage to fully armored enemies. No shortage of magnificent beards in this game. Volrokar. That's how I pronounce it. Volrokar. You are totally right. This is like Best Beards of the Year awards. I wonder if it won Best Beard of the Year awards. Because this came out last year in 2014, I'm pretty sure. Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. With silver for any food you've got. Hundreds of Val? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You're thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Harkon takes off on a run. Those drums are awesome. Alright. I think it's time for battle. These are our enemies. I think it's the Dredge. Game Beard Awards. Patent pending. Someone set that up. Right. You heard it here first, guys. We need to have the Beard Awards. The Game Beard Awards. Clicking on a tile will automatically make a path, and you can set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. I think the game's quite smart, though. It knows where you want to go. Now, that's the next waypoint. The cool thing is, Spearman can hit on diagonals. And he can up to 2 tiles away, which I think is amazing. So I don't know why he's not moved further away. Press tab or top right banner to see all the stats. Oh yeah, that's right. These guys are tough. No, I'm not sure the world could handle much more beard than this. You guys are right. They should license their beard tech to other companies. That's awesome. Alright, so Spearman can attack. Armor blocks attacks of strength. For each point an enemy's armor is higher than your strength, there's a 10% chance an attack will be deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown on the attack. So we only got 10 attack. He's got 15 armor. It's 5 counts of over, so it's 50% down. We have to attack. I can't go for armor. So, and I can't put any willpower in it, so you're going to guess. It's a tutorial, essentially, at this point. It's going to deflect. This is the Dredge Brute. He's a biggin. Deflected attacks do no damage. Great. From here out, you will fail catastrophically. Goodness me. If you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Ready? 10 damage to Ludin's face. To be honest, he kind of deserved it, but, like, that's not too great. Sloth on fire. This is how the world ends, not with a bang, but with a beard. With a beard and a sword. Alright. These are our 2 damage dealers. He's got so much armor, though. I'm going to come into this position, so hopefully he can get over. What does Thundering Impact do? Tell me more. 100% chance to hit. That's good. +1 to strength. Is that +1 strength to what I already have, or is it just 1 strength? I don't understand. 1 break to target. So I'm guessing that's a given armor damage. +1 break to heavy impact. I have no idea what that means. And the slash might mean ore? The beard is your Tupperware. Roto Penguin. Welcome back. You joined us for our previous stream. I'm not doing bad on loot in this game, though, so we're fine. The beards are essentially Tupperware. It's the must-have. You need to have a decent beard. I think we'll just go for a normal attack, just because I don't understand the other one. Like, he's only got normal willpower, though. It's basically +1 damage. Alright, well, we can go for Sundering Impact. Well, let's find out. I want to see how it works. Okay, well, that's a given, because we're only going to do 1. And it was maybe deflected, but a +1 on to it, and that worked out really well. Sorry, I'm coughing a lot, but I'm muting the mic, so if you notice me, like, dying, then that's alright. I can't move far enough to hit him. So I might as well not waste the willpower and just move up as close as I can. What's Bring the Pain? Break 1 damage to target, +1 to return the favor. Oh, return the favor is when I get hit, then we hit back. Okay. It is +1 damage. Okay. I understand it now. Thank you, Sloth on Fire and Cyberspark, for pointing it out. Let's end turn. Actually, I should have noticed whose turn it was next. Oh, but he can't reach us. Perfect. This guy can move to there. So, but I need to move up. So let's move up. He'll get to us, but that's alright. He'll get to us anyway. So we can do 1, or we could go for an armor break. I feel like just doing what's like 2 damage, just because it'll bring it down to 12, and it will be to the point where we won't take too much damage now because the armor's going to compensate a lot. 4 damage on the gun off though. That's not good. Oh, actually, let's do Sundering Impact again. I think that works really well. Yeah, 1 and 2. It's good at just bringing it both down at the same time. This game is so good at its Portuguese language. Sweet. Didn't know it. Break shield, Sangili says. Is that what Gunoff has? Nope. Who's got break shield? Oh, you mean break armor? That's what you're probably meaning. Airbending Eagle, and for the next stream, as you said, it is Ardo playing the Awesome Banished, which is an awesome game. I really enjoyed that game. Looking forward to it. We'll have a break in a moment, guys. For me to grab a drink. And I gotta tell you about something awesome coming up tomorrow. What do I want to do? I kind of want to take out the big guy. Because he's the one that can do loads of damage. But then again, those other guys can do as much damage as the big guy. %70 chance. Let's just remove armor. Hooray, Jade, hello! Welcome. Good morning, probably, for you. How come they're just cycling games? When do we get new games? I can't read your name because it's so dark on my dark chat. I think it's Koala Man. I think there are some games which cycle, and there might be new ones. It's all decided way before, so Yeah, so they're probably cycling through some. But it's good because when I'm asleep, I miss some. So bring the armor down a bit. Okay, cool. We'll go for that. Banished is really fun. I played it with my wife. I did a series on my YouTube channel, and I really enjoyed it. So this would do... I feel like it actually have to do quite a lot of math for this game. Tempest would do normal strength damage to 2 enemies. My normal damage to this guy would be, like... It could be deflected, 30% chance to deflect. And it would be 1 to him. So... But 2 for the price of 1 is so good. I love 2 for the price of 1. Is my willpower going to go down next time if I spend it all? I think that's what's going to happen. He's only doing 1 damage. This is good. Alright. Time to bring the pain. I'm not going to waste. Let's go for 3. White Speeder. Turbo. Welcome. Morning. Great to have you here. Playing the Banner Saga. This guy's armor is actually still massive, but he can't do much damage to us now, which is cool. So I might focus on this other guy. Let me know if the stream's alright. Like, this webcam, I'm actually keen to know if the quality is alright. And I've got chat above. I couldn't get it with the chroma key to work very well, but it's alright. It's mostly for when I want to show the video on my YouTube channel later, or in the VOD, is that you can still see the chat. So it's alright. This guy's getting weak. Lizard Man is confused in the chat. I have no idea what that means. Presume it's a running joke between you guys. This guy's getting weak. I don't want him to go down again. Let's just do Tempest again. I feel like that was a good... It's just nice at knocking everybody down. Wow, I think everybody's waking up. The chat's just suddenly exploding. Right, he's doing some ability over here. Tremble. Summons an ally on next turn. So on his next turn, he's going to summon an ally. We can't have that. Alright, so we got to go get him. Ebony, I bought Banished on GOG for full price. I wish though I knew it was going to be on sale. It is worth every penny though. And there's mods now, and they're awesome mods. It's been really cool. Well, actually, I thought you might have been here. I couldn't tell. I'm not very good with names and remembering. You have to go to sleep. Understand it. We can't count your paws. We can see you clearly enough. I think that's a good thing. Oh, I could do 6 damage to him, but no, we've got to get this guy out. I could kill him off, and I'm going to use the willpower. Even though it's my last 2 willpower, I think it's just because my other characters won't be able to get around. Alright, what does this horn mean? Where's my help? Horn can be used 1 time for each kill you make. 1 time for each kill, or once during the battle, and it's for every kill you've made so far. And grant 1 willpower for the active unit. Each kill adds a star, allowing how many times it can be used. Oh, so that's a way of getting willpower back. That's really useful. Ah, right. So, due to the chat delay, Salt Advice brought up a great point. The guy's trying to summon more allies, which can get you more renown as long as you can take him out. Yeah, so I should have left him. That's alright. That's alright. Okay. Let's start wiping these guys out. They're getting pretty weak now. Yeah, you're going to do armor damage. It's my turn. I kind of want to run away. But if I got 70% chance... And we did it. Nice. Ah, somebody's going to deflect, but that's okay. Bring the pain. Oh, that noise. Out she goes. So actually, I want to know now, before I do it, do I need to use the horn now, or does it carry across between battles? I find that's really important. I saw someone, Sangili posted the Exploding Kittens Kickstarter. That's the trading card game one, is it? And yeah, like $8 million. Absolutely ridiculous. Do you know how long this game is? I think this game's about 10 hours for the whole playthrough. We're going quite slowly, because we're chatting, we're taking time with it and whatnot. We've only played an hour and a quarter of it so far, so we'll probably get through the first quarter. But yeah, I think there's a website called How Long to Beat, and that's a great website for checking out how long it takes to play games. And I think it was around 10 hours it said on there. Alright. Anybody know about the horn? I'm just going to leave it there. Rez! Welcome. Morning? Afternoon? Evening? Morning. Possibly morning for you. I have no idea. Oh, he deflected the one. Well, now we'll knock him out. The weapon strike sound effects are great. It sounds like I've done something. Yeah, like this. Ready? Ready? Oh, I don't know why I did that. I'm wearing headphones, but we'll roll with it. Victory, the foes lie dead. They regret crossing your path. Your renown grows. Harkon is ready for a promotion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Renown. Lovely. The horn doesn't carry over, so use it if you need it, but it's not a big deal. Okay. But I'm wondering, does the willpower that if I had 3 willpower at the start, I'm down to 1. Do I start with 1 next time? Do I start with 3? That's the kind of things the questions that we'll find out as we go through. You're trying to get yourself killed, Luden. What are you doing? I was trying to find time. I'm doing mumbling for him. I'm not that inept myself. I'm trying to get a shot in between the plates. So the plates have armor on them, but you've never seen a dredge before, boy. What kind of idiot break the armor first? Where did they come from? Well, we didn't even see them. They were just there. Vognir goes to where Vognir lies, face down. A future Val king lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. So I think on the side of the battlefield was Vognir. Vognir is dead. That's the guy we're chatting to. A sad face. Chapter 2, cut with keen-edged sword. Alright. You can't... That's not coming across. It only comes across for a second. Right, let's go big screen. Beautiful map time. Very, very early morning. I thought it would have to be early morning for you. So we're going with a different character now. That art is amazing. I think it saw us. Writing another battle. Orange was mentioning after... Is it tomorrow? I think you're streaming today, but also tomorrow you're streaming The Last Tinker. And Last Tinker is an awesome game. I really enjoyed playing that, so make sure you're back tomorrow. I think it's after my stream tomorrow. The visuals of the Banner Saga are really, really nice. Totally agree with you. Right, deployments before battle. I don't know, this is interesting. It's telling us now, even though we could do it before. But the thing to know is, this guy here you can't see how far he moves. But these guys, I think we need to put them in line, which I think is those... Yeah, it seems like it matches up that way. You notice I got my head on a tilt to get the isometric perspective. Right, someone's going to sleep. I've missed 2. But have a good rest, whoever you are. Someone in the chat, everyone's saying bye and night. Right, it's time for battle. Careful, don't get too close. So we've got ranged units now. Rook has got light step. He can move through allies, so that's really useful. And Mark Prey does 1 arm damage, and all allies, so it's like one like, hwah, hwah, and all allies automatically like draw bows and fire. And it looks awesome on the camera. Okay. Our other character is Alet. Puncher. Bonus damage to targets who lost their armor, who have lost armor if the archer is not moved. So we want to set her back and, you know, be firing onto him. Thread the Needle. So that's a passive ability, the yellow one. Thread the Needle. Hit all units within an archer and target in a straight line. So pointless in this one. There's only one guy. But if there's lots of guys in a line, we could really, you know, knock them out. So whose turn is it? This guy. How far can this guy move? He can move to there and attack to there. So we want to move to here. But I don't think we can attack from there. Yeah, we can't. That's alright. We should be out of his range. And Mark Prey has to be next to him, but we'll do it next time. We should be just out of his range. Unless we use willpower. So, I want to break his armor. I think, yeah, I want to damage his armor down. We won't use any willpower. I think that's precious. Oh, but it's his turn next. Well, that was kind of silly. It's also on fire. We haven't even got to the best part of the visuals. Wait till we get to the Godstone scenes. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't got past this fight. This is all blind to me now. So, not that I failed in this fight. I just stopped. Right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Mark Prey. So I do 1 damage to him, and then Alette should attack. So 1 armor. She does 1 damage. Cool. So he's going to do an attack. Oh, no! Watch out, Alette. That's not good. She gets bonus damage if she hasn't moved. So I don't want to really move her. I think that she can't attack that close. She has to move away. Okay. Tomboy, gotta head to work, but might sneak in a few peeks. Well, good luck at work. Have a fun day. Let's attack. Even though it's a 90% chance, I want to try and get some damage on. Cool, okay. Just to drop that attack down. 2 armor. It's alright. Let's mark the prey again. Yeah, that's working well, just lowering those stats. Rue's gonna go take a nap. Have a great evening. Thanks for that. She could use her... Oh, no, there's no point using Thread the Needle. Let's go for straight attack now. Thought on fire. Handy tip for combat. If you highlight a square you're thinking of moving to, the squares around enemies that are within range will highlight. Oh, I think it mentioned it earlier, so... No? Oh gosh, I'm setting up a whole lot of Q points. So like he couldn't get me from here, but he could get me from here. Or could I not attack him from there? Maybe. I can't really understand. I don't really understand that one exactly. I like this Mark Prey ability. It's really good. But it's using up a lot. Rook's got 4 willpower, but keen to know how much he has next time. Come on, so the armor's nearly gone, but we can do massive attack. And he's gone. Lovely. So, victory! The foes are lying at your feet. Lovely. 3 renown. Cool. What? Was that a dredge? Was that a dredge? That's the questions that need to be answered. Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her chest. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yokes bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see more dark figures moving through trees when you glance in that direction. Well, that food. That was the last we're going to get before winter. What do we do? What do we do? Stealth advisors know the opposite. You can't attack him from the square unless the box around him is lit up. Okay, cool. Thank you. Don't run. Let me think. Get the supplies. Let's get back to Skodnir. If we hurry, we can gather 4 more dredge up here. Do you think we can handle more of them? Let's ask. No, Dad. Well, that's more information for us. I mean, we're already lucky to be alive. I know, it's okay. Let's get back. Okay, so we're just going to go straight back. Supplies. So we don't have many supplies now. Supplies represent food and other goods used to keep everyone alive on the road. Well, that's not good. When supplies are gone, people will start to die of starvation. The more people are in the caravan, the faster supplies will diminish. You will see how many days of supplies you have left and the travel at the top of the screen. So you have 3 days left. Most towns will have supplies to sell, as well as a few items. So here's our little caravan. And there's the banner. There's the banner. This is the first time I've seen it. Now, can I set up, like, can I pause? I want to pause it, because look how beautiful it is. Look at it. Ah, it's gorgeous. Doesn't find no problem. I played a lot of this game. I think I want to play a lot of this game as well. Oh, look at that bridge. You can see me zooming and looking in to the details. So there's 2 of us.
I never expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
Keen to know who this Ivor is. Just absolutely gorgeous. Hey, notice right here. Wait, wrong window. This one here. You absolutely should. It's fantastic. Yeah, I really want to play this. Ivor. The enormous Val in question towers over the men in training field. He squints as you approach. We're already back, Huntmaster. Thought you'd be tomorrow. Oh, look at those horns. Look at those horns. They're awesome. Dredge. Everywhere. Dredge? How'd they get through Greyhorn? They must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it. Oh, gee, hear the screaming? They'll be here soon if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running towards the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys and his group of fighters. Eagle, take a look to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. Oh, the story is just so epic and... I want to say real. It doesn't feel forced. It just... It's so interesting. No, wait. I want to help. Go with Eagle, or let them fight, Ivor. I think we need everyone we can get. And honestly, if they can have the chance to level up, that'd be great. Why don't I invite some goats to join us too? They're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. Oh, is there a little bit of romance happening there? Maybe just best friends. They have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Eagle, keep your shield up. We'll just hold them off until everyone's inside. Then we figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Rightio. So, I wanna do a raffle. I think it's time for a raffle. And what we're gonna do is I'll open it in just a moment. That's a poll. I wanna open a poll. Rightio. Is that rook or cook? That's a great question. Alright, there's a new raffle that's open, guys. If you want to win a $5.99 code for GOG, type in !raffle into the chat. And we'll just listen to the sounds of fighting as we do this. It should be all opened up. !raffle. And what I'll do is, while you guys are typing that in, I want to tell you about something which is happening same time tomorrow night. Okay, cool. The raffle's working. Yes. Same time tomorrow night, guys. We're doing multiplayer mayhem. So, I've got a couple of my friends together. We're going to play Screen Cheat. That's competitive. Risk of Rain. That's cooperative. And then Spelunky, both the competitive and the cooperative modes. So that's the one where you've got to survive together. If we might not... The one we definitely want to do. We might not do the cooperative one. Sorry. The competitive one's one we're definitely going to do for Spelunky. Because competitive Spelunky is just... It's just off the walls insane. It's awesome. I've really been looking forward to this. We've had it planning for weeks. So we're going to have it all set up. We'll have couches. There'll be a webcam. You'll be able to see all of us. We've even got party hats. Like, it's going to be amazing. So... Make sure you're here same time, 24 hours from now. We'll be playing Screen Cheat, Risk of Rain, Spelunky. It's going to be an absolute blast. See, our names are color-coded. We've actually devised, like, we're going to wear the same colored shirts. We've got characters in the games for the same colors. It's going to be awesome. Right, guys, last chance to put an !raffle. Give you a couple more seconds as we hear the sounds of fighting in town. Actually, we can go to the map. I'll switch back to the map screen for you. Party hat, Shameless Brian. You are not wrong. Hold on, I can actually show you the party hats. Hold on. This is more important. Right, here's the... Oh, I can't do it. They're very simple party hats. But, like, we've got red. And, well, oh gosh, they're getting all tangled. Look, like, it's going to be awesome. We've got all the colours. So I could kind of be a Val with them on at the moment as horns, but that look kind of ridiculous. But it's going to be really, really cool. And there'll be another raffle tomorrow night, so you should stay tuned for that. All right. Time to draw the raffle. Edverb, you are our winner. I can announce you as the winner in chat. You joined Twitch 2 days ago and you're already following, so you're doing everything right. So, I will send you a code in a moment. Bear with me. I will try and do it. I'll multitask. I can play the game and send you the code at the same time. But congratulations for winning. And guys, if you missed out, make sure to stick around because loads of other streamers are giving out GOG codes as well. So that's for a $5.99, and you can use it on a cheap game, or you can use the knock off the price. Or I think you can use it on one that's on sale, but you don't get it off the sale price. It's off the main price. So yeah, you can use one of the party hats right now. Yeah, you're a winner. How about, hold on. This one here is the one that looks most like a horn. So I don't know if I can put it on with my... No, that's not going to go on with my headphones. But tomorrow night we'll have speakers. I won't be wearing headphones, so we'll be alright. Alright, I'll send the code to you in just a moment. But here we are. We're on the other side of this planet. I'll put it on the full screen for you. The descendants of Sten, unable to cultivate good yields or find much fish in the frozen murk of Bar Harbour. We have a lot of sheep in New Zealand, so that's amusing. Nevertheless, scratched out a living from the beasts of the forest, where they erected a stone of, oh my goodness, Herndvadra. Herndvadra? It's the patron of hunters anyway, so. How many more things of Terraria are there? We gotta get rid of them. Guys gotta buy the rest of them up. Give me a moment here, guys. I'm just gonna send Etberb his code. Can you guys have party hat? A funny story about the hats, if I switch back the screen. So, if I was thinking about, we needed party hats, and I was thinking of like massive wigs and stuff, but it's going to be like quite warm. It's a warm room in here actually, and you know, I was thinking I wanted something a bit lighter, not like a massive crazy party hats and everything. But I thought party hats were cool, as they're a way to identify us. And then we realised we could just wear coloured shirts, but we want to do party hats because it's funny. Now, my mother was visiting. Now, my mother knows nothing about games. She's just standard. Can you have a standard mother? I just, you know, I wouldn't call her a party person. I said this to my mum. She's been interested in the streams I've been doing. She's going to hopefully tune in tomorrow. I said to her, oh, the raffle. Sorry, guys. You can't enter the raffle anymore. We've just drawn it. I need to close it for you. There we go. The raffle's now closed. Sorry, guys, for that. I asked my mum what would be a cool idea. She opens her purse and pulls out these hats. And I just had this face of, like, what? Like, one, where, why are you carrying around these hats? Turns out she'd just gone to, like, a weaving party, and that was why. But, yeah, so I've got these cool ice cream cone party hats, and it's going to be an absolute blast. So remember, tomorrow, screen sheets, Blunky, the whole lot. It's going to be so much fun. Rightio, I've sent the code to you, or it's sending right now, and it should be sent now. And if you check the other tab, you'll be able to open it. Loads of guys, I know that you've been waiting to win a raffle. Stick through it. There's plenty more draws to come. Hopefully you'll be able to get one. 76 things of Terraria left. Just tell your friends to buy some. Or buy some for your friends. That's the way to do it. Alright. Let's get back into the action. We've got a fight to do. So, houses. Let's go to houses. Sure enough, dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign, guys. It's not a good sign. Turn order. Units move internally, you place them from left to right. The initiative order is very important when setting up strategies. For example, put archers after melee units so that they can stay safe behind your heavy hitters. Drag the icons to rearrange the turn order. So, that's how I do it. Actually, no. Rook last. Rook can trigger the ability that Alette can also fire. But then again, he would have to get up into, you know, X attack mode. I'm wondering if I told them not to come, if I said, kids, stay home, if we would have different different fighters with us, or just be the two of us. That would be quite interesting. Rightio. Let's go. Loading. Very dramatic. Alright. We have 3 dredge. Look at these houses. Oh, I love the buried style houses. Very cool. And this tree. Look at that tree design. That's cool. Well, I've got a massive stone guard. Let's bring up the stats. So he can splinter. Adjacent dredge also take damage when hit for 3 arm damage or more. Is it more like a simulation than RPG? I would say it's RPG, but managing your caravan, it's part of it, it seems like. It's kind of like awesome story-based event, awesome story and choices with that. Managing your caravan and then turn-based battles and managing your troops. So, and an amazing universe. I feel like I'm talking too much about it, not playing enough. But we're halfway through, so hey, loads more time to play. Whose turn? We're doing placement. If I want to move across here. I want to have something like this, where a wet should be protected, and then rook. Oh, wet goes there. Rook will then can trigger. Oh no, that's rook can trigger the ability for wet to fire on. Yeah, I don't know if I should call you EA because that's the company that aren't doing too great. Morning, everyone. I swear some of us have no life or need to sleep. Hey, it's really cool to have you guys along, even if it's like 4 a.m., 8 a.m., wherever you are, or probably like midnight for those of you who are in the States. But really cool to have you along, especially as a streamer in New Zealand. It's often hard to have viewers because when I want to stream, everyone else is asleep. But it's really cool that you made the effort to come out. Righty-go. I think everyone's good with the stream. We'll finish the raffle. Let's get straight stuck into this game. Let's go. The one with the shield looks like trouble. Yeah, let's just... Don't look at him in the eyes. He'll just ignore us. Let me handle him. Well, if you can block him, that would be great. Battering ram. Knock adjacent unit up to 4 tiles for 1. I don't want to knock him away. I want to hit him. He can do up to 4 damage. Yes, please. Can't walk far either. That's great. When is it this guy's turn? It's his turn next. Okay. I want this guy to trigger him off. There's a wet one of anything that attack. Oh, but she can move and attack, so that'll be alright. Okay. So let's move. Quantum, can I say 11? The way I say 11, but so I am from Australia originally. I was born there, but I have Kiwi parents, moved to Australia, had for a holiday kind of thing, stayed there, had some kids, moved back to New Zealand, and now I'm living there. So I think I'm 12 years in Australia and 12-ish. How old am I? 12 years in New Zealand. But then again, when I first moved to New Zealand, everybody was asking me, say, can you order 6 scoops of fish and chips, please? And stuff like that. So that was amusing. Attack. Yeah, I want to weaken this guy down, so when it's his turn to attack next, he can pretty much do no damage. I can't, if this is day 3 of the stream, most people are passing out by now. You're probably right. So what can attack from back here? I'm gonna... I want to move around to here, and the reason for that is maybe I can line her up to attack 2 and 1 later on. Actually, this guy's probably going to die. Actually, take this guy up here while he's further away, because these guys can manage him. Sorry, attack. Can I not reach him for an attack? I can't. That's why you're doing that. Okay, well, you have to track him. Let's just bring the armor down. It's guaranteed. My mum could never understand the Kiwi accent. It's pretty funny. That's kind of amusing. his ability, all allies within range to automatically attack the target. So, if I move to here and do this, does that mean these two are going to trigger? Let's find out. Oh, it is! It is! That is cool. Oh, that is awesome. It's kind of like a ringleader, you know, like an officer, like, you know, fire, and everyone does the move. Great to see loads of you in the chat talking about stuff. It's great to be able to join with you in these games. EA, tough to choose between the world's best cuisine and world's best scenery. Australia and New Zealand. New Zealand food's alright, and actually, the food's pretty much the same. Like, I live down south in Christchurch, so it's the place with all the earthquakes you hear about. But, like, I'll often have barbecues. Like, I love barbecues. It's probably my inner Australian, but it's just something that that food is very similar between the two countries. Battering ram. Knocks adjacent unit up to 4 tiles for 1 armor damage and 1 unit they pass through. Interesting. Let's kill the guy, though. Actually, I realized I should have moved, because that guy's coming into town. Ooh. Okay. I think this little guy needs to move. To here, so Rook can move to there, and a Wet can move to there. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Neither of those have the best cuisine. Well, best for me, that's all I know. But I've done a little bit of traveling. I've done one trip to Thailand with my family once. And it was just for a couple of days. And the food over there was pretty awesome too. Drop down the armor. Guys, if you're typing a question for me, make sure you tag my name if you want me to answer it. There's a lot of chat happening, and it's a bit hard to play both at the same time. Let's move a bit further away to here. Thread the needle. Yeah. Did I not hit him? Do they have to be adjacent? Oh, thread the needle hits all targets between the archer and the target in a straight line. That was a stupid mistake, wasn't it? So we attack for 5 damage. You might kill him. Middle Eastern cuisine, no, not authentic stuff, but like the stuff that you can like buy like from a Middle Eastern store in town. Like, yeah, that'd be the closest I would have gotten. So he's got back his full willpower. Oh, I'm definitely going to mark this, and everyone else should attack him. Yeah, that really is wasting up on him. Oh my goodness! Yeah, it wasn't the attack that made me say that. It was the sound. That was awesome. Alright, move back. Actually, can we do a battering ram on you? Yeah, I want to move you away. Oh, it actually moves him towards him. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing. But it'll be his chance. We'll have a chance to move him away, so. Armor damage, and it gives me a chance to fight with this guy. Deflected! Awesome. Means I can't do the between targets. It's a straight line, so if a deck was here and target this guy, would that work? I don't know, we'll find out. Move around here. Oh, we got that Stonewall ability. Let's do some willpower. I just want to finish this guy off, really. Yeah, that guy's actually quite strong. I'm going to move to here. I threw the needle. Oh, so that's how it works. Straight lines like that. Okay. I'm learning. Finish them off, Alette. Alette? Alette. It's not Aldette, it's Alette. Man. 1 health. But he takes an armor back, which is great. This guy... Rook. Well, if everybody in range attacks a target, then I feel like we should... he should always be doing that ability. Because I think that ability is amazing. Because he's going to attack, and she's going to attack. And even though they're all deflected, like, at least it gives us a chance to do it. Frames, why are you dropping? You shouldn't be dropping frames. Interesting. Let's power doesn't work with diagonals. That's alright. It makes it more complicated, so. Because this break is always 2. Let's do that. Oh, let's put it into 3. Yeah, let's... People might get more of a chance to hit now. Oh, no, not the boy! He can just stonewall himself up though, and he'd actually do really well for his next attack. 1 round. Is that just the next turn though? I guess it's not that long. You guys are having a great conversation about food in the chat. This is kind of amusing for the time. I'm going to test it out. Let's do Stonewall. So it's until his next turn he has that? Yeah, it appears like it. Alright, I'll let... 3, because he's lost some armor and she gets a bonus. Let's make it 4. Root abilities works a lot better once you've knocked down that armor a bit. Yeah, definitely noticing that. Mark Prey, you're going to move up. So let's move up to here. Mark Prey. That'll be the last time we can do it too. Oh, 1 deflected, but 1 went through. Okay, probably need to reduce the armor a bit more. Need to do a bit more math. Figure it out. I'll actually use my willpower bonus on Rook in a moment. Bring down my 2. You won't have the stone wall, but hopefully this was a good decision. LX. 4. 5. Yes, please. So he's got no willpower, but if we use the horn, it's 1. Oh, and we can do it again. Alright, well, we can just do it one at a time. Mark Prey. Oh, yes! A wet! With the kill. And we finish the scarf too. Cool, that worked out well. Boy, he's very low on health though. The renown grows. Let's ready for promotion. Awesome. Oh, that actually skipped everything. I feel like I have to click that for each prompt, but no, the whole thing just goes. Guys, it seems like I'm dropping a whole lot of frames. Just let me know. It's only like 2% of the total stream, but it just seems to drop a whole lot in the row. So let me know if it's jumping too much to be annoying, or if it's just 1 second every couple of minutes, and that's okay. I don't know why it would be... why the connection is dropping so bad, though. Difficulty. Combat can be unforgiving. Don't hesitate to change the difficulty of battle if it leaves you frustrated, or find yourself needing a tougher challenge. Just escape and change it. You can change difficulty at any time, but it has no effect on the story or the choices you make. Grim, thanks for joining us. Good night. Have a good sleep. But then also, Mario server, good morning. Like a changeover there of viewers. Koala Man just said in the chat, Wallabies are All Blacks. I have dual citizenship. I can have both passports, so I always answer that question with whoever's winning. A black horde is forming at a tree line. And after this, I have a glance over the shoulder. We're going back. Then, adds Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here, see if you can find anyone. Keep watch, you'll argue to head back in a minute. I'll keep watch. To turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of a house. It looms over Alette, its face, and an expressionless stony mask, more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow as it pulls into Norman mace. Oh gosh. Guys, okay, the choice is yours. 1. Shoot at Alette. 2. Oh, sorry. 1. Shout. Don't shoot Alette. We're not shooting Alette. That would be bad. 1. Shout at Alette. 2. Shoot it with an arrow. Or 3. Run at it. Axe ready. I'm going to grab a quick drink. And, I don't know, turn off my cell phone and see if that's draining any of the Wi-Fi. But 1, 2, or 3. What is your guys' choice? I'll be back in probably 60 seconds. Maybe 2 minutes. Go grab a drink yourself if you need to. Right, guys, I am back. Let's have a look at what you guys have said. Rightio. Gosh, I have to scroll up in the chat. 3. So, run it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Slothfire can't win here since I know what happens. Very good. I was interested to see what you said, but I appreciate your answer. 2. Oh my. Shoot an arrow. Shoot an arrow at a stone. Yeah, that's what I thought. But if we shoot it. There's a straw pole there. I can't open the straw pole, but my laptop's died. 2. Await as a person who is about to have things done. That's a sentence. Done. What things done? Go back to the screen so you can see it. Alright, so you vote for 1. 4. Profess Undying Love. Well, N was like, I profess Undying Love because she's my daughter. So it'd be a bit awkward if I didn't. 2 is winning. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, girl, I hate choices since I don't have enough information to make an informed one. 10 Terraria. Oh, it's 10 Terraria. I thought it was like Sengili. I thought you said 10. What was the choice? But there's only 10 copies of Terraria left. That is what we're trying to say. Now, a lot of people have said 2, and that's what I would have done. I would have shouted at Alette, but I feel like the time. Now, honestly, I don't know how much time they've put into this game, but if I want to get someone's attention, I want to do an action and be noticeable. So if I'm shooting an arrow, it's noticeable, and maybe it'll distract the attention of him. Run it, act ready. I'm going to shoot it with an arrow. Are you ready, guys? Mario Server Banner Saga is interesting. Should I get it? I feel like we have scratched the surface of it. That's my scratching the surface. It looks like I'm buttering bread. I've played for nearly 2 hours, and I feel like there is so much more to play. And most people take, I think it's 10 to 15 hours to play this game. So there seems to be plenty to play. I'm going with 2. As though second nature, you knock an arrow. Alette is standing directly between you and the dredge, making the shot perilous at best. If you're off by a few inches... Right, now we get another set of choices. Stop thinking, shoot the dredge. Shout to get her attention instead. Or fire safely above the dredge to distract it. Gosh dang it. Stop thinking and shoot him. Shout to get her attention. I want to do 1, because this guy seems like he knows what he's doing. Then again, if I miss and hit Alette, she's gonna die, because... I can't lose Alette just now. We've only just started. Any thoughts? Any opinions? I can't open the straw poll. Sorry, my laptop's over it. it's just given up. But I'd be keen to hear what you guys would say. Ask Moonbot. Someone do an 8-ball. 1, 2, or 3. Actually, it won't know. It'll just give you some random text. Fire safely. Yeah, maybe we should fire safely. Right, Terraria is nearly sold out. Someone let me know what the next item is. Let's fire safely and get its attention. Your arrow flies above the dredge's head, planting itself into a wooden beam. Alette looks in your direction with confusion. The dredge does not. She captures a glimpse of the dredge above her and freezes in terror. That is not good. Suddenly, Eagle is between the dredge and Alette. His shield above him. The black stone mace falls. Eagle's shield crumbles, and so does the boy beneath it. A moment later, Ivor is there. His sword runs through the neck of the dredge. Oh no! Oh no! Sorry guys, by the time the stream delays happen, you guys are finally saying stuff. But Eagle... I think he's gone. He's gone, says Ivor, looking at the boy's shattered skull. Alette gasps, her hands to her mouth. I'm checking the other houses, Ivor remarks. See if you can find anyone and then meet me at the Great Hall. Oh my god! What should we have done? I don't know. Heroes. And then... Market. I can click on this guy and talk to him. You find anyone? A few. Sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family. I'd forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. Matter practice Rook. Rook is a sweet name. Rook. I like that. Especially for an archer. Maybe a knight. I guess a knight would be cool. Anyway, look. As long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be a time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. Slotheye says, there is another outcome, but it's a tough save, scrub. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. After we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? That's like a great question. Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. Sloth, no! Don't tell me! Ah! Supposedly, if we had picked Stop Thinking and Shoot, which is what I wanted to do, because Rook looks like an archer who knows what he's doing. He's like the Legolas of Lord of the Rings. He both would have lived. Alright. Amazon says Eagle's a pain in the butt, but he's to keep alive, but he also kicks butt anyway. His shield wall is awesome. Yeah, he's not living anymore. Yeah, I've killed some slag for one night time. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. There's an achievement. I presume that if that's for the Steam version. They're getting Eagle all the way through the game since he can die a bunch of ways. It's kind of sad. Heroes. Can we customize our heroes? Cool. Items are shown at the bottom of the roster. Drag items into units to equip them. Items can only be equipped by characters of equal rank. Promote your units to high ranks. Click on the item. What's bracelet? Lovingly made by the hunter's wife to keep her daughter safe from harm. +1 armor, +1 strength, +1 willpower. Well, I feel like that should be given to a way. Or Rook. That would make sense because his wife made it. Both these guys can be promoted. Willpower seems to carry across between all the characters. But let's definitely promote these guys. Ah, I understand what this is now. 7 is their health, 7 is their shield. Yeah, heroes are limited resources. Yeah, I'm learning that. But that's the max it can goes up to. That's not what it's currently at. Sloth on Fire, confirm this for me. So every battle, even if my armor's gone down to 1 in the previous one, it'll come back to 7. But through this renown, like upgrading, I could always maybe start it up to 9. I'd be keen to know that. Let's ability. So this one here automatically winds up. I wonder if you see the animation for it. It's quite cool. I think shield wall. So if reversing dredge, they've got armor, and we need to knock out their armor. So break shield, I think, is the way to do it. Yeah. Hey, welcome everyone to the stream. If you've just joined us, this is the Banner Saga. My name is Jack. I do YouTubing a lot on games, and I've also been doing a whole lot of live streams for GOG. Not as much as like Geordie or Outstar, but I'm all the way from New Zealand. I'm streaming to you guys, and it's great for you to join us if you're midnight in the States or early hours, if it's early morning if you're in Europe, or if you're in Australia, New Zealand, and it's a lovely evening. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to say hi in the chat so you can be welcomed by our lovely community. I feel like exertion and... That's absolutely right. Yes, Sloth, I'm understanding. I'm getting there. I'm figuring out this game. They are the maximum upgrade values. Yes. If anything, I've learned something now. I feel like break, because it's always good. Definitely good for range. Keep an eye out for items that boost armor break as well. And exertion, just because I feel like if you want that little bit more just to kill them, like that, just that one bit more, then it gives you the option to do it. Like, I probably won't use it, but I feel like that it would be good. So I've locked those in. Ivor. Yes. Wow. He can go up to 4. 17. So he's the one who knocks them back. Why is the art so different? I'm interested to know. I think break shield and just strength. I like this guy. I like this guy doing damage. So let's do that. With our item, which was armor, strength, and willpower. Like, Atletta's got less armor and strength. I kind of wish I could give the willpower to to Rook, because I really like Rook's ability. But then again, we've been using the horn. Did you see that? Using the horn, I'm pointing to a horn above my head, because that's where it's on the screen. That would, for Rook, because that's really cool. But we can use the horn of Rook, yeah. Anyway. Stars on fire, it's best to leave enemies on 1 HP and not kill them. Is that because of the turn order? Like, they'll just be useless. But they give you time to kill off other people? I presume that's what you mean. I love strategy games. I've loved playing, like, XCOM, Enemy Unknown. Like, these are modern strategy games. Like, Anno. Gosh, I'm completely mind-blanking. City Skylines is a game that I'm going to cover soon on my YouTube channel. I've just got early access to that today. I love strategy games, and I love figuring out the mechanics. So XCOM's kind of like that, loads of little mechanics. This game as well. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Oh, market, we can buy stuff. Wow, okay, we could buy these, but I don't even know if this will work it. What's this? 1 armor per turn. Wow, that sounds amazing. 1 armor per turn? Salt on Fire, the art looks different on the special moves because it's left over from the Banner Saga factions. Yeah, the free-to-play, yeah. So that was the free-to-play multiplayer that came out before, and you could play the combat modes. And I tested it for myself, but after 2 battles, I was like, I'm not going to do it anymore because I want to experience it in the whole game. King of the Wolf. Ring of the Wolf, can't even read. A ring engraved of Catherine of Versailles. I just mumble them out. A gifted hero should preserve life and all. Protects from death, unless strength is 1. Alright. Narwhal Horn. When an army of weapon was Var were ambushed from the frozen lake, the god Mariak was said to have provided their salvation. 1+ to armor break. I think I was Salt on Fire. Someone mentioned it was great to have armor break. I feel like the webcam needs to be a bit more to the side, so let's go that way. I feel like we're a bit more centered now. There we go. 1+ armor break. Someone mentioned that. I think that was the thing that we should go for. But then, supplies. Do we need to buy supplies? Yeah, I saw the ranks. Don't worry, I definitely saw the ranks. Like these, we couldn't equip. But, like, that'd be a great investment. And then serpent earrings. Whether the earrings contain some subtle magic or not, those who believe tend to be a little more agile than before. So, dodge strength attacks. Oh, that's kind of nice. The Narwhal Horn, though, someone mentioned keep an eye out for items with armor break. Are they... Is it really worth it? We've got 9 renown. So, I could always go for the horn and get some supplies. Because I think we'll need supplies to leave. Cyberspark, thanks for tuning in. And leave Sloth to tend to my questions. We're doing all... Well, we've lost 1 guy. We're doing alright. But then again, I really haven't had a chance to lose everybody yet. I think I want to go for the horn. And supplies. Yeah, I like the fact that you can trade your renown for items. You don't have to, but it cites the pay for helping us thing. I got your sentence until the last 4 words. But it cites the pay for helping us thing. So kind of like how they would pay us for. Okay, I gotcha. Let's buy the horn. Because I think that'd be good. But we might get items. Let's not. Okay, I'm going to buy some supplies. Let's go for 4 days. 4 down. And we'll get 12 supplies. And if we want the item, we can always... Yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, to the Great Hall. That guy's got an interesting tattoo. Chieftain. Oh, okay, he's a chieftain. Rook, thank the god you made it. The Great Din isn't... The Great Hall... The Great Din. The Great Hall is an utter din. Filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Living in clouds, just at 8 ball. Shall I stop buying games? I've bought over 20 now. And Moobot said please. It's obviously wrong. Just avoid it. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. When the depths are going on, dredge are milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. Wow. She's really bright, like white. She's like an ice queen. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions, Chieftain has said. But tell me straight, what would you do in my place? I'd left by now. They were already outside the doors. Not so easily done, Rook. Do we want to trust Ivor and make a bolt? Do we want to hold out, or do we want to not care? I think we need to go for it. Because there might be more. I think I trust Ivor on this one. And with horns like that, you can trust a man. Man with horns like that. Talking earlier in the stream, this is definitely the game with the best beards. Look at them. They're magnificent. I think I'm going to trust Ivor on this one. Stage of Time. That's an awesome name. Stage of Time. And Living in Clouds. They're all great. Let's trust Ivor. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. The first step is admitting you have a problem. EA, you got us there. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If you're actually coming down from the north, Frostvilla to the west. It's closed and it has walls, and tend to be free as scraw. In one push, nobody left behind. I wouldn't. They'll follow us. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? When we create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up the road at the next village. Vovroka, the larger beard wins out. Yeah, you're right. Raffle, Spraffle, Truffle, Raffle. You've missed the raffle for this stream. Sorry, we did it about 45 minutes ago. We'll be doing another one tomorrow at the same time, and I'm sure Ada I will be doing one soon when she plays Banished. I'm keen for 3. Sangili, you shouldn't have asked 8-bot or Moobot. I think we should set this town on fire. That's a distraction, but that could be bad for the town. Like, if we ever come back. Oh, there's so many decisions! And as part of the stream, I want to ask you guys, but by the time we're going to keep making decisions, it's going to take a lot of back and forth. I feel like we'd lose Ivor if we left him. Like, he's tank, but he's not that tank. I just refresh my drinking vessel. How about we're gonna help, and we'll help with the distraction. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go for 2. The chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice, just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of the plan either. Nope. I'm coming with you. Odd live. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you're no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, we'll get the townspeople ready. Loving all these characters. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. EA, let's do it the Outstar way and fire. Well, we're doing it. Alette finds you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing, but you have to let me come with you. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. I trust her. Like, she's my daughter, but she's an archer and I think we need her. And if I say no, do we get another person? I think her archer skill could be useful. But then again, we'll have 2 melee and 2 archers, so I think that'd be alright. I promise, she says. I'll soon find you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all, just trying to get their attention. There's going to be a lot of them. You step into the town courtyard, where you see dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourselves for a tough fight. Let's do this! That's a really dramatic horn sound, I gotta say. Can we look at our abilities? We cannot. Let's put Rook up earlier so he can block the road. Yeah, like that. Alright. You take it, you can keep an eye on it. That's what I thought. Character designs are great. Totally agree. The artwork for this game, if I make it full screen again, it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's look around. Oh, look at the placement. Look at the placement. It's opposites. And there's two massive Val. Sorry, Dredge. We've got one Val in our team. I love looking around this map. So, it's going to be tough. They're gonna pincer us like no tomorrow. What is their ability? Rain of arrows. Tap one tile with one arrow, causing one strength damage if walked over before the next turn. So it's a trap, but I feel like you just want to attack, really. Like, this guy's big. That guy's got more attack. But this guy's also armor, and armor takes a while to get through. So let's try and focus on the guys on the top side. And then we can worry these guys down here. Well, I want to use a lot of willpower so we don't get overwhelmed. Battering ram. I'll move him back. Then it's his turn to move. I don't think I want to move him back because I want her to be able to attack. 3 armor, and I want to go for 4. We want to knock her down at the start. Oh, he used the willpower to go up because they have willpower as well. And move him around so he's ready to run. But I'm going to mark a prey, so that means Alette can also attack. Oh, but it's for strength damage. We probably shouldn't have done that because his armor's so high. Okay. I'm learning very slowly. Apologies for the coughing, guys. I'm doing my best to mute it, but I do need to cough because my throat is quite sore. But water is helping. Combat is definitely a RPG. Oregon Trail's a bit old school. I can't tell if you're talking about this game or not. But Sloth on Fire, who is our chat advisor for this game, a big part of Banner Saga, is managing your caravan by making sure you have enough resources and making decisions that impact morale and such. The visual styles and animations are amazing. Totally agree with you there. Let's bring that armor down even more. So next time, we can do loads of damage. Oh no, that's not good. Oh. Well, that was bad. Jeebus. She's dead. She's just gone. I didn't even think of that. Oh. Just, yeah. Thought of fire, just laughing. Yeah, that is exactly... gosh dang it. I think we should use the willpower on Alette to move away. She's got 7, so she's got plenty. Barocca, yeah, oh my goodness, that's... Albino dress is dead. That's one way to put it. Oh, we can't do that ability. I can actually use more willpower. She's gonna use a lot of willpower this turn, though. But if I bring that down to 7... It means he has a low chance of doing damage to us. But now let's just bring the armor down. So next time we can do that. She should be able to survive 1 attack. Should be able to survive 1 attack. Yeah, losing the chieftain's wife seems like a bad thing. Not, yeah, I would agree. Right, 10 damage. That's brilliant. That's my retribution. Oh gosh, we're all gonna die. Oh gosh. He's gotta move. Okay, she's still alive and she has day to recover. That's alright. So do characters can die in battle, or do they only die in those cutscenes that we had before? When... Wow, that's really bad. The boy that died, I've forgotten his name. That's really embarrassing. Obviously, he's really important. You've got we have bonus willpower. And it means he should be able to finish him off next time. I noticed you resume the game, I refreshed it, and there it is. Yeah, it seems like maybe Twitch is having a few issues. But we are going. Whose turn is it next? It's the big guy. I wonder if she could move into attack. Oh, we don't want to do that though, because they're alternating. You can move all the way up to there. And then you can attack. Wow, 5 damage. I guess because the armor's so low. That's awesome. He's running away. So he's doing the little whirly bird thing. And he's trying to trigger another guy. I don't want to fight another guy. Like, I know earlier we talked about like keeping them alive so there's more people to kill, but I don't think I want to do that in this situation. Characters only die permanently due to choices making the story. In combat, they're only knocked out. Okay. Thanks for that. I think this guy, he needs to be the one to move up because nobody else can really make it in time. Oh no, Rook, it's time to move. And if anything, you can just move onto the other side of him. This will probably finish him off. If I just attacked him, it's only one. Now, where's Mark? I can't. It's tough because I understand what you say in terms of keeping enemies alive, but I really like. I understand. I want to knock people out though. Yeah. If I attack, she's going to get attacked next turn. Or if she comes over here... %30 chance. She's got the willpower to do it. Let's reduce the armor. She's got massive break shield, and I think that's important. You need to move it, like the song. Spend the willpower and do it. Thanks, Salt on Fire, for addressing questions about the... game. Then 10. So this guy's gonna come up and wail on Alette, probably. Oh, there goes Rook. He's down. She has to move back. Okay, now I've got it. We move it to there. We do a massive armor attack into this guy with all the willpower. It's his turn next to move up, and we move him to take out his health. I think it's not going to do it. Oh, perfect. He's not even blocking the road. Okay. Knock out my armor, that's fine. I don't want you knocking out my health. I can do up to 6 damage against this guy. Totally. And use the willpower. You can use the horn on him as well, just to wipe his tank. 7! Oh, yeah! Feel the burn! Oh, wow. Okay, just break all of my armor there. Man, that sound effect's awesome. Sound design's great in this game. If I move to there, we could thread the needle. I feel like that's a bit risky, though. Like, I know what dumb ideas are, and I think that's one of them. I just want to get rid of his health. So he does, like, no damage next time. New game is Theme Park. Thank you, Mario Server. Now, let's move into here to stop this little guy getting through. And attack. Actually, no, we want to take the other guy, don't we? We get battering ram out of the way. But if we kill him... If we kill him, it's going to allow us to keep taking turns. We'll have 2 turns on him and 2 turns on him. But at the moment, it's alternating. But he does, like, no damage now. No, I just want to kill him. He's going to do quite a lot of damage this time. He's going to do 3. But now I can wail onto him. So I can't see him from that position. Should be able to see him from there, though. Do 2 damage against his health. Bring the health down. Now it's my turn. Bring the pain with 5. And yeah, now it's down to 3. Cool, okay. So it's the point now where he can do pretty much nothing. In terms of knocking enemies away versus keeping them weak, think of it this way. Until there's only 1 enemy left, they get the same number of turns no matter how many of them there are. So knocking enemies out, you're just giving more turns to stronger enemies. Yeah. I thought that was the case, but I think in this scenario I knocked them out quick enough. But yeah. I think that was alright in this situation. But I can understand him. If there were lots of guys left, you'd probably want to keep them alive. Promotion to Rook. That's good. He's lying on the ground though. 6th round. Oh. It's beautiful artwork time. It's time for full screen. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're able to lose them in thick woods, where they have difficulty keeping up. Climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleaf is the first to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people wounded, and others are missing. A group gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddleaf walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. Should have stayed with him. Oh, the chieftain! The chieftain's death hits you like a blow in the gut. The chieftain sacrificed himself. It's a story of great loss, really. It's really tough times for these people. You continue on frustrated in silence. Alet's hand firmly in your own. Plus 20 renown. And if you notice, the banner has grown. And the caravan has grown. Clansmen 270. Fighters are 45. We've got no Val. We've got 1 Val, I thought. We've only got 5 days of supplies though. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out too far, you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. That's not good. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop to unleash the Godstone. Now, someone mentioned the Godstone looking awesome. Hopefully we'll get it in the next half an hour. The path should be just ahead. Call an early stop for the day. Slow the pace so everyone can catch up. Keep a steady pace or rally the caravan with a speech. I want everyone to be together. Yeah, it says we've got no Val, but we've obviously got Ivor here, and I think he's a Val. Like, he's got the horns coming out of his head. Rally the caravan with a speech. I don't know if I'm that great at rallying. Rook, like... I want to slow the pace so everyone can come together. Yeah. Well, I'm going to rally with a speech. I don't think it's going to be too good, though. You make your way into the rear and hoist a small child on your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. 5+ renown. This must be the beautiful artwork you were talking about. That is gorgeous. Look at that art. Listen to the music. Have you guys noticed? I'm just interested. I've dropped about 8,000 frames. It's only 3% though. And I've got my big stream tomorrow night that I'm putting a lot of effort into. Can you guys let me know if you've been noticing the drop frames? Just yes or no if it's been a big issue or not. That music is really cool though. Either far enough today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Hidvala. What are we doing? We just left our homes, but suddenly Oh, what are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly they were dredge. The chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? What if we do a run into more dredge? But you're the dredge killer around here. I say, how do I do that? Lie? Tell her everything's going to be alright? Gods, Rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. Then do whatever you want. Fend for yourselves. Let them fend for themselves if they can live with it. Humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control. Terrified when you are. It's quite deep, isn't it? All together. Seems like there's a very deep conversation going on in the chat about Final Fantasy games. I've never played them, so I can't contribute, but they're obviously very passionate about it. Pull it together. I'm worried about Alette. Well, you're right. I'm going to say you're right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. It's not wrong. You do care, I can tell, Rook said. Either fair men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge, as far as I can tell. Well, at least he's honest. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. You sleep poorly. The sun forever stuck in an eternally bright sky. So the sun is constantly in the sky. Towns in the Arctic Circle, at some points of the year where it's like 6 months of day and 6 months of night, I don't know how I could live in that conditions. Obviously, people do, but it would be so different to what I'm used to. The sun's stuck in the eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over a long, low hill, long, low hills covered in pine. The Godstones looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hidvala looking in the same direction as you. Inspect it. I want to inspect it. I want to know about it. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hidvala is the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He always depicted an effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about the woods being full of dredged now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thanks for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostvilla. It seems like an end more than a start. We gained a Brachten ruin. How do you say that? Someone tell me. Someone who knows more Norse than myself. Akana, work beckons. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Again, absolutely gorgeous. Those are some really tall trees. I'm not kidding. Those are massive trees. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to feed those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers rise mutters in the caravan. Now, other men, what are you doing out here alone? Refuse the men and make sure they don't follow. I'm going to ask them something first. We're hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. We were returned. He looks away, unable to finish. I'm going to allow them to join me, because I need the food. But, here we go. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The man cautiously joins your rank. Prove trustworthy. Cool. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. We've gone from 3, plus 12 fighters, and plus 5 renown, and plus 18 supplies. But because of the amount of people we have, it's only 8 days worth. Stage of time 2. That was probably the question, so that's cool. Jack, I have no idea how to say that, but I get a kick out of hearing you try. I'm glad someone's enjoying it. As a Kiwi, we have a lot of Maori names, so Aotearoa. I'm obviously pronouncing a lot different to the native accent, but I'm still pretty bad at saying it. What's my favorite Final Fantasy game? Since you're on the subject, I don't know. I never played any of those games. I never owned a PlayStation. I I've owned an Xbox, so there's actually a lot of main franchises which I've never played, and Final Fantasy is one of them. I've never played it. I know what it is. Like, I've seen the game. But to me, wait for yourselves. It just looks like a turn-based action game, and I can't tell the differences between 1 and whatever it's up to, 15 or something. And there's remakes, and there's all these things in between. Like, I definitely know, is it like 7 or 8 that's popular, or 12? That's just from discussions I've heard. But to me, it just all looks the same. But I know that if you looked at all the Halo games, I don't know, that's something that I know a bit more about, then you probably wouldn't know. Like, I would know some of the differences between it, but an outsider wouldn't. So, Final Fantasy, I have no idea. But I would be keen to know more about it. Maybe one day I'll get around to playing it. I found that I don't spend too much time on games, though. I struggle now, especially with my YouTube channel and my life, and the way that I live my life, I don't finish games very often. Or games that I finish, I generally don't put a lot of hours into. So Final Fantasy, I know how many hours you're going to put into those things. I don't know if that would be too good. Airbend and Gale, what about NES, Super Nintendo? No, none of those. My first gaming device was I think it'd be a PC at home. And we were playing the games from, like, cereal packets. But we had a Nintendo 64, and that was my first, like, oh my gosh, Super Mario 64 was legit. The games I played on that, Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Star Fox, Gex? That not so much. Super Smash Brothers, Gex and Super Smash we hired it all the time. But like Banjo-Kazooie, Star Fox, and Super Mario 64, they were the games from my childhood. And they were amazing. And then when we moved to New Zealand, I somehow said to my dad, hey, there's this cool Xbox thing that's out, like the original Xbox. And we're walking to a big electronics store, and it's like, do you want to buy one? He's like, oh yeah, and we bought it, and we got Halo 2. I was probably a couple of years underage. But that game, it's just blood, and it's nothing too bad, I would have thought. And that was probably my next jump, so from Super Mario 64 to Halo 2. I missed the original Halo, I've gone back and played it now. And then I've got into PC gaming, and I love PC gaming. I remember when I bought my first computer that I went across the road from the bank. I was holding the money. I bought my first computer from a store, like pre-built, and like a complete rip-off. It was horrible and it didn't last very long at all. And now I build my own computers, and I have this amazing machine I've built for streaming and let's playing and whatnot. But I remember getting home and running it, playing the demo for Total War Medieval 2, and then the next day we went on family holiday for a week, and I just missed it. I played like as much as I could that night. I took the instruction booklet of everything I had on Recamp, so I could just... I love PC gaming. I play so many PC games. It's awesome. But we're here to play Banner Saga. That's my rant for tonight. Right. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing meat in the warrior's face. Sorry, I'm going to have another rant. This game's polish is ridiculous. If you don't own it and like it, the look of it, just go grab it now. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, goodness me, wait, hold on. Rathnuskvator is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is a little more than drilling mumbles. Question a public apology out of him. Time up until he dries out. Laugh off the scuffle. Or encourage the others to let the issue drop. I would have gone for one, because I would say public apology is good. But I feel we're in a time of war, essentially, or a time of survival. I'm going to encourage the others to let the issue drop. It might not appeal to them, but I think it's what needs to happen. We're on edge, you're part of the crowd. Does anyone here not deserve a strong drink right now? Let them walk it off. The caravan mutters in lukewarm agreement and gets ready to travel again. At least it's lukewarm. That's good. Could have gone worse, you think? Yeah, you said 2. Don't humiliate people in clan cultures. That's right. PC gaming is pretty fantastic. That is... I can't read your name because it's dark blue and I have the dark mode on the chat, so it's just like blue and black and I can't read it. The breadth of options available to you is truly unmatched. On the other hand, consoles like Wii U and 3DS still offer unique game experience. Yeah, if I was going to buy one console, and I was going to buy it at the end of last year, out of all the consoles, PS4, Xbox, and... Well, Xbox One and PSU. Wii U. Wii U trumped out for me. Xbox, I have original Xbox, and I love Halo. Well, not that much. I enjoy playing it. But honestly, Xbox One's got a horrible record at the moment with just releases and everything. Like Destiny... Oh, it's boring. My brother has one, and I feel sorry for him. PS4 seems to have some amazing experiences at the moment. Incredible platform of free games each month with the PS Plus program, and like great games as well. The new... Oh, I can't even think of it. The game that was on stream this morning for me. The remastered version, whatever it is the free game for this month, which is awesome. The game's just out. But the Wii U is a game that offers experiences I can't get anywhere else. Like, I can get a lot of PS and Xbox games, PlayStation and Xbox games on PC. Including lots of indie titles, actually. But I feel like my computer is great for indie titles. I also get big blockbuster games. I'm lucky enough that, as with my YouTube channel, that some companies, like big companies, send me games to try out, which is cool. Like you might recognize these. Wait, where's the cam? Like, I don't... Like, the company's cool, and... it's pretty good. It was a good blast. It's just... It's insane, though. But, PC gaming it offers so much, and yeah, a Wii U is really cool for local multiplayer games especially. And Splatoon is a game I'm keeping my eye on. That looks really, really cool. Cool. Could have gone with. I probably do enough rambling. You guys probably want to see more of the game than my rambles, but I'm enjoying your company and your question. It's really nice. This is my fifth or sixth time streaming, and I'm really enjoying the streaming experience. And sometimes I just kind of want to can my Let's Plays and just go, and those kinds of review videos that I do, and just do streams. It's so cool. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way. With beds, I skipped the name there, with beds and supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves when you set up. Time for some talking, I think. Right, map, market, or heroes and rest. Or leave. Okay, that makes sense. Look at, this must be our camp here. So if we go to the map. Wow, we didn't make it far. You can highlight a trail. Oh, because it's called Sten's March. This area, Setterland. They had such high hopes for Setterland. The new kingdom of Men and Val, they called it. Rounding up anyone who yearned for the land of their own. Whole clans and families took caravans and banners to the untamed frontier. And the north failing lake disappeared, and the trees withered with Arctic winds, and crops would not grow. You like the rambling? You come for the stream and not the game. Well, that is very nice of you. Thank you. I hope it's coherent rambling. I could ramble for much longer on a whole lot of topics, but I probably should cover the game. It's actually coming. We've only got 15 minutes left. And hopefully, Ada will post in the chat soon when she's here. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, if you've just joined us, welcome. It's morning for most people. My Sangili says my bro is an Xbox One, didn't buy Halo on day one, and since I have older brothers, been playing since the NES days. I'm pretty sure Wii U is supposed to be portable, and most people carry around computers with a power supply unit. Salt on Fire, the rise of independent games and local multiplayer games especially is the main thing I'm excited about in gaming right now. Well, I feel like I have to plug it. Tomorrow, guys, 24 hours from now, actually, that's wrong, 21 hours, the same slot I've just done, I've picked out some of the best local multiplayer games that GOG offers. Screen Cheat, Risk of Rain, and Spelunky. And GOG has been amazing, or GOG. They've hurried through, like they fast-tracked it just for me, the new 1.2 update for Screen Cheat. So we've got new game modes and new maps and even a new weapon for Screen Cheat. So in that order, roughly, Screen Cheat, Risk of Rain, Spelunky. Maybe the last two switched back and forth, depending how good we're at Spelunky. Tomorrow, I've got my friends. There'll be cameras and party hats and all sorts. It's going to be awesome. Please tune in for that. All right. Where are we making our way to? We're just walking? Was it this place here, the place with the walls? It must be. Alright. We can adjust our heroes, and I think we had a couple who had leveled up. Or maybe why? Oh no, he can. Let's promote him. We've got 41 right now. That's actually quite a lot. Living in Clouds, love Risk of Rain. I love it too. I've played it before. I finished the game twice, I want to say. I've really enjoyed Risk of Rain. It's hard. It is brutal, but it was a great game when I was at my wife's family's house for Christmas. Gosh, that was hard to think about. And I could play it with just a controller on the computer, and it was an old computer, and it worked well. We tried it last weekend for our test stream. 4-player, actually we're only doing 3 then, but for 4-player, it's harder. Oh my gosh, we got wrecked. So we're expecting the Risk of Rain part to last like 20 minutes. Hopefully we can survive. But yeah. Nidhogg and Sports Friends. I love Nidhogg and Sports Friends. I've played Nidhogg. I've watched a lot of Sports Friends. I don't know if they're offered on GOG. I have them, just on another large distributor network. The one game that I thought about adding to the stream and I didn't for tomorrow night was Octodad, Dadly is Catched. I've played 1-player and 2-player before. 4-player would be hilarious. 4-player Octodad, Dadly is Catched is great because one person for each limb and it's just blah, 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 just absolute chaos. All right. Armor Break, definitely. These are its current stats. I keep reading this. These are the stats, and that's what it should be, but it's max. Yeah, so that's the way it should be. Southern Fire, it's absolutely awesome when you can get a few people together. Never even tried it online, so I can't vouch for that. So your mileage may vary. It really depends on how often people get together to play local. I love local games. So I have, if I can find it, under my desk. I have, so Xbox 360 controllers work great. Just, like I don't own an Xbox 360 and I have 3 of these for the sole purpose that I can play them with friends. And a lot of my videos on my YouTube channel, so there's a stupid plug, I try and do loads of those games. There's a game that's not on GOG, it's on Steam. I think it's called Blaze Rush. Great game. Like, it's a racing game and you've got weapons and it's just knock each other off the track and then you respawn at the back and it drops weapons down. And it drops boosts, but boosts only drop at the back half of the pack. And it's like a Mario Kart. It's so much fun. I grabbed that game. If I got friends over, like, you want to play a game? Some of them have played games. Some of them are like, I've never played a game before. What is this? I can chuck that on, and it's awesome. I love having those controllers ready to play local multiplayer games. And I've got plenty of games. Plenty of local multiplayer games. I actually have. Hold on. I've turned my phone off because I was worried about the Wi-Fi.